Peace, love, and black power, family. Welcome to another episode of Get This Wisdom Live. I am your host for the evening, Shakti Sterner. Some of you may know me as Shakti Everlasting Peace Earth. And what you also may know is that I come from an illustrious nation, a nation within a nation. Some refer to it as a lost 5% nation. Some refer to it as a nation of gods and earths. And some simply refer to it as the 5%ers. And tonight, family, it wouldn't be right, okay? It's in our lessons. You build at home and abroad. I've built with so many different people across the wilderness in North America. It's only right that I bring to the platform one of the most powerful sisters I've encountered on my journey. This sister has been such an inspiration for myself. And yes, you do hear my baby. You already know what time it is. The babies are the greatest, so she don't go nowhere. But this sister's she's meant so much to me in my life thus far, and I feel that it's only necessary to bring on what I feel it is one of the major reasons why the DMECCA CIPHER, as far as Earths go, is what it is and has been what it is and will be what it will be in the future to come. She's done so much for us. She's sacrificed so much for us. She's been the shining example of a woman, as a mother, a sister, and a true living earth. So tonight we are honored to have Allah's most precious jewel come to the platform in the righteous name of Queen Necessity, the most dutiful and beautiful earth. And without further ado, I'm going to allow her to speak a little bit upon her history and introduce herself to you all tonight. Peace, Queen.
Peace, family. As she mentioned, I'm Queen Necessity. My full attribute and name is Queen Necessity is most dutiful and beautiful earth. I've been in the nation and accepted this as my culture for the last 9 years. As of 2008, on February the 22nd is when I made my shahada into the nation and decided to accept this as my culture. And one is 13 going on 14 next week, and I have a 6-year-old. So I have given a good deal of my life to raising children, and it's one of the best positions I've held, which is being a mother. And also my work speaks for itself. We've done several back-to-school giveaways and hat and glove giveaways, and we've done other things in the community. When we had a school, we were able to have things available. We were doing activities for the babies just about every other weekend, and I participated in most of those, not all, but most. And so I can definitely say I'm an active person in this community that gives back to the babies. I truly believe the babies are the greatest, and I live that out to the fullest.
Indeed. You hear how she just went straight to the point and dropped everything just so clearly and so strongly, and I can tell you, I bear witness to everything that she has said. Just she's phenomenal in all of her ways and actions. Her wisdom is second to none, you know. So Earth,
Yes.
so you spoke upon how babies are the greatest and you love children. Could you give us your thoughts upon what's going on with the current state of our sisters here in the wilderness of North America?
Yes, I believe it stems from just mass confusion. Unfortunately, we were taken from our homes and we were not really aware of what our culture is. And now, being in the wilderness of North America, we're out of our element. We are striving to compete with each other and imitate as opposed to bonding together and sticking together and having unity among us. And that does not speak for every single Black woman, of course. This speaks for what I would say a good majority, at least over 50%, which is pretty much close to the majority. And so our sisterhoods have been broken, our houses have been broken. So we have, now much more responsibility than we had when we were in our right state of mind. And now we're, head of households, unfortunately, and we're fighting a fight that's really not our fight, as far as having to be single parents and as far as having to be in competition and working, in the field. We have just been stripped of our righteous behavior because we've had to adapt to what strategies we have and we need to make things work, because it's all about sacrifice. I mean, that's what we're taught. And if you're not sacrificing, you're not, this is the right type of woman. But it's like, we didn't have to do this, like this was not something that was normal to us, but now it's become normal. It's more normal now to plan a baby shower than to plan a wedding. And, it's just kind of sad that we have been stripped of our true identity, because most of us have not, traced our lineage and our roots back to where we come from and what we really are and who brought us here and how, the slave name of the person who is in our family. I'm luckily enough to just have recently found out, but we don't even have this connection with what we are. You'll find many Africans that won't even say they're African. They won't even be properly put back to their lineage, to where we came from. And that's what I think is the issue. But I'm more solution based than dealing with just the problem. So we need to start creating sisterhoods and start trusting each other and start talking, because we'll find that most of us share the same problems, the same issues, the same, strife. Like we're fighting the same war, just in two different houses. And we have to finally get down to the point where we realize that it's not about which weapon you choose. It's about how you carry out, our war. It's about, because weapons could be anything. We could be, utilizing our Western ways. We could be, just cutting each other with our wisdom, which is wise words, ways, and actions. And it's just so much going on that we don't even stop and think, this sister that lives next door to me might also need a loaf of bread, and dealing in inequality, we're supposed to share with each other. We're supposed to share resources. We're supposed to share anything that we can share, even if it's just a job fair that I'm not going to, but you might benefit from. So we're so stuck on just helping ourselves to where we don't deal in equality and help each other. And I think that's one of the main problems. But again, dealing with solutions, we really have to start buckling down and building with each other and building our communications up, so that we could talk to each other, in a melancholy tone without screaming and fighting and, dealing with the Bad Girls Club as something that's a role model for our daughters, and which is not, but you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what daughters watch. Like, you have a good amount of teenagers that, take the social media to the next level, and they're watching this bad behavior and love and hip hop and, such and such wives of whatever city, instead of, creating that in their own home. Like we have a disconnect in our home sometimes where your daughter may not even be talking to a mother, or a cousin may not be talking to a cousin. And we have to bridge those gaps, because that's the only way we're going to make it.
Actual fact. So what are some of the adversities that you have faced personally as an original woman in the wilderness of North America, striving to return to that original state of thinking and that righteous way of living? What are some of the adversities you personally have faced and have overcame?
Well, unfortunately, as I spoke about earlier, I have dealt with single parenthood. I have a really strong community, though, I have to admit that I truly do have a village behind me, and I've been able to pull through, but it hasn't been easy. It's been nights where I had to be up, dealing with the babies, and not much help from their fathers, which was just unfortunate because they are also put in this position, just a different way. But for the most part, single parenthood has been something I've struggled through for the last 18 years. And, it's just been bits and pieces where I did have some assistance. And all I can really say is I'm grateful for my village that stands behind me, that will support me in whatever I do and will always have my back no matter what, because they are definitely my foundation and where I come from and who I would call if I had any other problems where I needed their assistance. So I can definitely give them those props, and I suggest strongly that everybody has a village behind them, that they can call on to assist them and help, because it's not really one of those things that's just easy. It's just calling on somebody. It's like really one of those things you have to, really pan out and strategize who can really, who you really can depend on, who you will call at 2 a.m. that actually will get up and bring you some Tylenol, because everybody won't answer their phone. So, I mean, it's just about really, I don't know how I piece those people around me. Like, I want to say I honestly have like this aura, this little protection bubble around me or something, because I've run into so many situations that could have brought me down, and I was able to be pulled back up by a sister who had some extra food, or a brother who had an extra, half an hour to lend to my son since his father was, pretty much not there. So I am just grateful for my village. The single parenthood part is made me much stronger than I was as a person. I think it has definitely brought me to my plateau right now, being the best queen that I am at this moment.
Beautiful. I honor the way you raise your babies and how you love on them and nurture them very dearly. It's definitely highly, highly honorable of yourself. The way you just put your all into your children is something that inspires all of us as mothers. So, how would you describe necessity, the earth, versus necessity, the woman, and how are they connected?
Well, I will say necessity of the earth didn't come about until 9 years ago. And with me being in my understanding CIPHER years, understanding power to be exact, what I have realized is that this was like a destiny for me. This was like a calling, a ladder step, I'll call it, because I was raised conscious, and luckily I don't have, like many things to bring me down, because as I mentioned, I had a good village to bring me up. So I was put in a position where I could have chose a different life, and I honestly strongly believe that I would have still been as powerful without being the earth. But as the earth, I've been able to internalize these lessons and take everything from knowledge to born, where now I do think about things a lot better. I used to act on impulse. Anybody who knew me previous to at this exact moment can attest that I was not always this calm. I was not always this collective. So I can honestly say that the earth in me made me want to be a better right and exact 100% that they are not to be anything less than what I'm presenting to them. And so, going to school and making sure they're productive, like those type of things are stuff I'm trying to portray. And that all comes from earth. As far as Queen Necessity is necessity, I mean, I think I'm dynamic without being the earth, like I stated, but, I think this is just rounded up my womanhood, because one thing I can attribute to the nation is that I definitely saw my femininity come out. It wasn't always something that was in me. I was raised as a tomboy. I was perfectly fine in Timberlands and jeans and white shirts, because that's, the culture I was around at the time, because the hood is still a culture as well. So I was raised not by the streets, but I had, enough around me to feel comfortable. And so, all that wearing dresses and the head wraps and skirts and looking cute and beautiful, like all that was like secondary. I only wore skirts or dresses when I went to, proms. I mean, not proms, but like those two events would be probably the exception. Maybe on my birthday, I might throw on something cute, but for the most part, I just wasn't into the feminine part of me. And so I attribute that to the nation, because I definitely had to buckle down and start covering in 3/4 and wearing, attire that was acceptable.
Indeed, definitely. So, given that you've been an active member and had knowledge yourself for going on born years or 9 years, I'm pretty sure you've seen some things in the nation that has invoked you to grow, as you stated. How do you view our nation as a whole right now? Is this the way that the Father intended for us to be? Is there certain things that we need to remember? Is there certain things we need to embrace again? What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'm gonna say this. I wasn't fortunate enough to meet the Father. I do take heed to his lessons and everything that he taught, and I love people who quote him so I could hear it, because you hear a lot. The Father said. The Father said. But what I do honestly think is that this bickering that social media has created a forefront for everybody to be something that they're not, or to exist in a social media world. I honestly think that and talking with True Livings is more beneficial, because I've learned more from going to parliaments and going to be amongst my people, whether it was social equality or not. I've learned more through that process than through, being on the typewriter saying blase splee, because I think to comment and go at somebody's neck when they can't reach you. Like, I'm not going to argue with somebody that stays in California, because I'll just go to California, you know what I'm saying, and look you up when I'm there at peace. Because I'd rather deal face to face, because nothing should be escalated to fighting, and that's not what I meant. Like, a bill should be taken from not agree, not that deep ever to be somebody putting their hand. I do condemn if they're necessary, but there's a protocol to that as well. Really, that I think that social media has grown vision amongst our. It's disgusting, to be honest. I watched and seen. That's like, our piece of the world. Our little peaceful state of minds without bickering and going back and forth with people. Like, that's just not me, but that's my see on it. I think the Father would not have wanted to see us where you over something as simple as one, or somebody. But they're not true at living because they don't see it this way and that way. And it's like, we all nine first came, and then when it went to Medina, just speaking on the culture in general, when it went to Medina, it was 13 firstborn. So when you deal with 13 and 9, you get the fact that it's a lot of knowledge to the same tree, and we got to just realize that everybody's not going to agree. Everybody's not going to see it the way you see it. It's plenty of people I disagree with, but I wasn't about to cuss them out or fight them because they saw it a different way. It's just the way I saw it. It's over anybody. So I feel like everybody should have that mind. Just in an ignorant place, I'm gonna just move on. If they are taking the degree to the level where it's not something that they know the Father wouldn't see. For example, certain people, what I'm saying? Like, we're not supposed to date white people. There are some people who will say, they can justify it. It's not what they actually taught, and we don't put pork on our fork, and we don't do certain things just because they're. Then we will elevate as a people through unity, because we'll see that, okay, they doing it a different way. There's nothing wrong with somebody eating whatever they're eating, as long as it's okay. So I think we just have to realize that checking the next person may not be all that we have to do. All those checked, and I have to put that out there, because if you're not CIPHER, the mathematics alphabet is and you're not right. What I'm saying, but it's still a way to do that as well. You know what I'm saying? I hear stories. If your lab is not something that was not standard, that was a standard. And now still be in without, you know, anybody checking the shit. Like it's kind of crazy, you know. So we have to do the knowledge and make sure that we properly, you know, get this knowledge and properly give it out. Because I'm not gonna teach anything that I wasn't taught, but that doesn't mean that I was taught everything. You know, like I'm only 9 years in. If you think about a 9-year-old, they're going to like the 3rd grade. They're just learning how to do division. You know what I'm saying? Grader knows about multiplication. The first subtract, they learn ABCs, you know, how to spell their name. So, you know, nobody's just not a person's level. Like it's just a new father, you know, because they've been years, and now I'm gonna come in and come on. No, I don't think so. You know, like, but if they say something is wrong, I say, you see that, because you know people do make mistakes. Excuse me, mistakes, and people do, you know, forget things. I mean, I forget things. I mean, it's nothing that's really puts them in the right state of mind, but that might just be what it means. You know, nothing wrong with filling somebody coach examination, and that's what I was taught first week in the nation. Is that if somebody asks you a question, you answer it. And my thing is, I'm gonna find out and get with you. So give me your math. So 3 guys, get the answer, and I'll hit you back. That's what I think we need to just start investigating more and being relaxed with this, because the reason why people are so free to do whatever they do is I think work doing in the 70s was something everybody wanted to get, you know, like they wanted to square, you know, you had to, you know, you work hard, given a free, and now we're giving out free passes, and it's for what? For clout? You know what I'm saying? We call somebody God that, you know, this is their
and of that. So giving, you know, the power that's so and virtual giving for an individual and not directing towards anyone, just over, you know, people with that running around calling the nerves and the state of this is you, right? Individuals are definitely, and that might not be seen in social media, busy working. So what words of wisdom would you a younger earth newborn and is is true? What word would you give them so don't get the
best things as well as I was like my own name. I have embellished it a little bit because, you know, it just was Queen Necessity, blah blah Earth. So I didn't now, but when I find out what it meant, my you know, like something you can just get yourself and not really, you know, be able to take serious, or that somebody could turn around and say, you're not, you know, a necessity. You're not living this out. That time that I had to buckle down and be, I had several days where I was like, I named myself too much. You know, I took on responsible name knowledge I've had though, and it's just like for sure is to just the people that you click with. You know, it's certain people that you can get so much from, and a lot of times, you know, the outside shell is always what we get at instead of trying to dig inside. And I think simplistic as, you know, making a new friend. I watched my 6-year-old daughter literally walk up and just tell a girl she want to be her friend. They hold hands and skip through the park. Like that type of stuff is stuff we should be able to have our guard or not able to, you know, embrace the right people at the right times. And it's natural, but it's still wrong because it's like, let's be who we supposed to be. You know, let's be who we are meant to be. Let's be strong. Let's be royal. Let's be us. You know, like it's just so hard to do it sometimes because of how we were raised. Where, you know, if she looking at your man and it's always rolling somebody's eyes, and it's like, no, sister, this your sister. You know what I'm saying? This is your sister. She could literally be going through the same thing as you. You know, and we're so quick to catch attitudes. One thing I would definitely say is to drop your attitude, leave your old stuff at the door, literally, and who you want to be. Because at 25, when I first got knowledge of self, I wasn't sure who I wanted to be. You know, I knew I was a strong individual and all that I had been through thus far, but I didn't know that I would be at Earth 9 years later. But I had this idea of being a strong individual and being who I wanted to be, and I've been able to utilize these degrees and Supreme Alphabet and Mathematics to make me a better person. Or brother, to do the knowledge and just ask questions, pay attention, and see what's going on, because it's not always what it appears to be. Some people look like they have a beautiful relationship at home. You know, he could be beating her down, or she could be whipping on him. Like a lot of times we don't even think about that. And the thing is, you know, like we just have to look into it. And I would just say ask as many questions as possible, because that's where I got caught up. I was asking questions, I was getting answers. What is this? What is this? What is that? Because I wanted to hear it. And that's how I got the answers that I needed to know to make sure this is something I really wanted to do for the rest of my life. You know, and even if I was to leave the nation and say, okay, you know what, I've had enough, I'm still gonna leave here with a strong name, and they're gonna say,
indeed, you got tears in my eyes over here, Earth. You know, you know, some of us weren't born with that had knowledge and to do of that old person we were, and it's a daily process. Refinement is we mustn't forget that just because we have this newfound knowledge that's it before it becomes wisdom, you know. So I think, Earth, and I want to know from you, the nation is all over the globe, all over the world, come from CIPHER. What has the DMECCA and
I say my degrees didn't come from DMECCA, but my health did. From my Caesar law, about who is God Allah. It was several people, and everyone, actually in my first 2 years, that I could build awesome. And it was like, it was how I learned how knowledge. I could build like that. And when the babies, and they like what activities. Oh my hair where they loud and scream. This month we just sit over here and more entertain. I feel like that, you know, like embraced by the it was something where allowed nations to do this or France to do this or this. Heard that, you know, the limits I was allowed to do, but as far as learning 120 different guys, and I was just pleased to see that some of them just teach so well. I can honestly say, like, CIPHER, you know, what I've seen. You know, I mean, do we have our ups and downs? Every family can't mess with us. Like, I can talk about DMECCA, but you can't talk about DMECCA. So I feel like anybody else that's trying to throw shade or
Okay, so you know, I'm pretty much new around the block. I'm learning my ways and I'm observing, and I must agree with you. There are some powerful gods here, very good builders that live this nation and live this culture out. And I'm honored to meet to be amongst such legends in my eyes. I'm talking to certain people and I'm like, oh my God, this is you're a legend. Oh God, this is crazy. So you know, it's kind of like this is where we come from, and this is who we are. To we leave here, whether we stay amongst the cipher or we branch off to do other things, you will always be who you are, and that is either God or earth. So, you know, I've noticed things again through social media, which is sad, but that's just what it is. What are your thoughts on and her duties and certain earths feeling as though I guess they're not being dealt with in equality, so they want to move into this realm of, you know, possibly a this way, but it's one of the best descriptions I can give, a feminist way of thinking, so to speak, and some of the sisters that bear witness to the terminology of goddess, which is something that we don't upon or you the word we don't use that word here in this nation. What are your thoughts upon that?
I think that people are who they are. You know, I can't really like speak for another person. I can only speak for myself. I was taught that the word goddess is not used in our nation. Enough, I've heard the word more in this nation than I've heard it any other time in my life. Us not to be using it, we spend a lot of time, you know, defaming those women who are portraying those type of mindsets come from a different mindset as well, because I can be honest and say I was once considered took some womanhood classes, women study classes in college, and I saw, you know, the agenda, and I wasn't 100% on board with everything, but what I did like about what they were talking about was equality. And one thing I learned in this nation, equality was one of the strongest things that I had an issue with, as far as how it went down and what happened in per se. So I couldn't understand how equality meant to be equal, but not equal enough. I couldn't get that grasp because of my nature and mindset. Because at that time, when I first got knowledge of self, it was like, equality means to be equal in everything, but it wasn't everything. You realize that you can have 1,000. That's equality, but it's more feathers than it is pebbles. And I couldn't get it until she actually said that. And dealing with the scale of her name, I mean, that was perfect. But what was funny was I really drew it up after that's why we're not dealing in equality, where it home with the babies, and it might be his job to go work, but that don't mean he can't come home and have dishes or help with dinner or wash a load of clothes. So I really had to get into the mindset that, it's really about the understanding that you have. And when you drop the understanding about what equality really means, that's the better way for you to be able to get your mind state on what is supposed to be happening in your life. So everybody's equality is the same. There's some women who don't have to work. I do, and there's some women who don't, home, that do work, where the God may be working or the man may be at home, it's several scenarios. You just have to fit the one that works for you. As far as the feminine state of mind and the goddess thing, it's really, to me, kind of self-explanatory, and I don't feel like somebody who calls themselves a goddess, should also call themselves an earth, but at the same token, it's a certain goddess that is the earth, and I can't tell her not to call herself that. I'm not about to argue with somebody that's been in the nation for 35, 40 years, that they had babies in this and met the father. I'm not going to be that one that's going to argue with them. I'm not doing it. So I'd rather talk to these babies on the street and get them more in tune with what's right and exact. Will I teach that they are goddess? No, I won't. Will I teach that feminism is okay? No, I won't. However, I do understand sometimes, things that they may not correlate with our culture, but at the same time, it's like, it just is. I'm not about to argue with her. I know that. And then it just, and she's a strong polygamy. I'm not going to mention her name because, I didn't deal with her before this to embarrass her or anything, but she goes hard for this nation. And I know for an actual fact, she loves this nation. And I don't think that people should be shunned, for something of that nature, and I'm what it is. It's not something I teach, but I'm not going to argue with somebody who does.
Awesome. The way you broke that down, that's an excellent perspective, and I agree with you totally. So moving forward, sacrifices have you made our nation moves forward? And
I don't know. I have sacrificed, I can't say a lot. I mean, I have done things that I wouldn't have had to do if I wasn't the earth, but I don't call them sacrifices. I look at them as part of my duty. And with my name having dutiful in it, I don't really consider it like a stretch.
Yeah.
For this back to school giveaway that we're doing next week, for example, I drove to 4 different Office Maxes in a day to get 3 rulers per day per transaction at $0.25 each. I don't consider that something that's like a sacrifice, but I did spend gas money, making sure I got back and forth and whatnot. But we have enough stuff to, do our giveaway without any complications. So I don't really consider that a sacrifice. It's just things that I did that could be just overshadowed as my duty. I've given a lot of time and energy to this cipher. I've given multiple monetary donations to this cipher. Benefited the cipher, and I've cooked several dishes. I've tested a few dishes on the cipher that I didn't know how they would taste, so they did turn out okay. So I can say I've just done my duty at earth. I don't really consider, like an extreme sacrifice. I haven't, shed any blood besides, giving birth to my young earth, which was born in a nation. But that's the only time I can say, I've created, but at the same time, sweat and tears, I done went through that. I have definitely had some disappointing moments where I was like, is it due? I've cried myself through it and figured out if this is something I want to do. And if it's not, like I stated, it's still okay because I want away still as a great person. Like that's to me is something that's really great is that this isn't for everybody. I'm okay without anything in my hand, just knowing that my name being mentioned will be somebody gonna like raise their eyebrow. I'm like, yo, I remember her. She was a great earth. So I don't walk away saying that I've created many sacrifices or sacrificed my life. Of course, giving birth, we always do that. But I can't say that anything has been an extreme stretch for me as far as what I've given to the nation and what I've given to my culture to be who I am in the position that I'm in right now.
Wonderful. And you just spoke upon school giveaway that is coming up very, very quickly. Do you mind giving us a little bit more information of the back to school giveaway and what can be expected from the one that's coming this year?
Well, it actually happened. Where I work in retail. Anybody who doesn't know. And I was back in the back of the store where it's seasonal, and there was some back items on sale, and just put them out, and economical. And I figured, okay, they must have this out here cheaply because they want people to get them ahead of time. To school to be like, oh, I need to run and get this, I need to run and get that. So I had this thought process, you know what? Let's do this. Let's do a back to school giveaway. I happened to be on the phone at that exact moment that I was having that epiphany with my aunt, who I mentioned earlier, who is one of the sisters that I came into the knowledge with. And I was on the phone with her like, Earth, you won't believe this. They got some really cheap prices on these products. And so she's like, okay, what you mean by cheap? So we walked through it and I told her, what I saw, and I asked her how many she needed for her babies because she has a slew of children. And so we started adding up how many we needed. So I literally bought about $70-$80 worth of products just for our babies. And so when it came about the next year, I was like, why don't we do this for the nation babies? Why don't we do this for the nation babies and get together 13 to 20, culture packs for people. And she was like, why don't we do our babies? Let's get started. At that time, we were stationed in Highland Park, and it sounded like a great idea. So we mustered up some donations, and we all gave, a little bit here, a little bit there, where we was able to actually get some packages together, to give out for the babies. And so that's what we did. That was the following year. The year after that, we had an even bigger amount of donations and people giving to where we were able to do a few more packages than what we did the last year, and we just kept adding on. Unfortunately, last year we had lack of funds, lack of donations, lack of participation, lack of people giving a damn, if I may say. So that was part of the issue. We didn't do it last year because it was like, number one, we done waited to the last minute. We usually give in August or right before the kids go back to school because we were doing haircuts, we was giving away food. I mean, we had a real nice dynamic situation, but it went from sweet to sour in a whole year because we didn't have people adding on, we didn't have people wanting to add on, and it got to the point where it was like, okay, that's enough of pulling teeth, we shouldn't have to beg, anybody to do anything. So since we didn't have a location, we just put it on ice and decided to just wait it out till this year. We were able to muster up some funds, and as I mentioned, with the stretch of going to several locations and finding several things that were on sale, on the Earths gave a donation, and we were able to create more items. So now we'll be giving out 60 packages again to the children in Highland Park. Everybody's free to come by, though. It's not just
the Earth for a second, but she's definitely speaking upon the current back to school giveaway that will be happening in the next week or so here in DMECCA, and it's going to be an awesome event. I'm honored to be a part of that event. And here she is calling again. Yeah, peace. Peace. We dropped connection with the earth, but she's back with us. And can you continue going into the back to school giveaway for us, beautiful?
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I'm trying to get an address. Hold on one second. Okay, can you hear me, Earth?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Lions Den at 11710 Woodward Avenue. That's next Wednesday, August 23rd, at the Wisdom Hour, which is 2:00 p.m.
Awesome. And I'm excited for that, with this being my first time being in a position to add on. So I thank you and I'm a yacht for coming together and creating this wonderful program to give back to the babies, being that the babies are the greatest. And this is something we can look forward to from you in the future annually. Is there something that to reach out to you and offer donations for?
All contacts on the you can come to my Facebook. I don't have the link for we have a DMECCA link. I just don't know what it is. Unfortunately, it won't come to me at this moment. But I'm on Facebook as Maisha McNair. Queen Necessity is right next to it. If you got here through the picture, that's my picture. That's my profile picture. I'll leave it up for a few days before my daughter's born day to my actual Facebook page. Again, it's Maisha, which is Maisha McNair, and that's my Facebook name. And I also have an email, but I won't list it unless if you want to contact the Earth Queen Shakti to get it, I can give it to her. But it is one for DMECCA, and we can take donations. We were actually looking into getting a fundraiser going, but we waited so late that we didn't launch it. Here we would definitely need some assistance if we were to do it. So that would be awesome. But yeah, my Facebook page is the best way to reach me at this moment.
Awesome. And going into what's going on more with the CIPHER, if you're willing to share at this point in time. If not, we definitely understand. With the law school situation on here on the home front, is there a way that people can reach out for donations for that as well to help us rebuild the school here?
Created like an actual paper in the future. Until we do that, we can't set up thing. Once we get it count, so now if you would like to give a nice donation to a law school, get it from you, please. So take.
Yes.
And we can definitely do that way. We do have a DMECCA CIPHER email address. I just don't know what it is. I have literally not used it in 2 or 3 years, so I don't know. I have to, get those actual,
becoming more self-sustainable. Speak upon the importance of the maker and the owners of their own sources of income, and how Black business is vital into the ability of our culture.
I mean, The first degree asks who is the original man. Answer: the original man is the maker, the owner, the creator, the planet Earth, father, civilization, God of the universe. But with that being stated, that's the first enrollment. If you don't know any other degree, you know that one because I just said it. And that means that basically, this goes for man and woman, you need to have your own and be dependable and be reliable for yourself because there's no guarantee that relationships will work. I know I'm not trying to discourage anyone from getting together, but I've had failed attempts, and I want to say that it's not either of us to be together, and that's okay. Science is that with having your own, you don't have to ask somebody, come home, And the father is quoted for saying only a poor rat has one home because you have to have options. That's what I took from it. That's my perception. And I think that having options is most important because you don't know what could happen. It's so many things that could go down. If you've written, you can get put out. Owning land is something they expect from us. That's why they didn't give us 40 acres and a mule because they knew that if we all we nowhere. They want to make it where we're struggling to come here because we don't have resources. We all our goal, and we need to do that because, like houses, you don't see rent. They go and buy it, they pay the they own. It's my mother's house, she owns like that, like it's always supposed to, which I happen to be sitting in because my children are too loud. But, you have to own something because you need it. Like if you ever have any trouble, they ask you, what do you have? What do you have? I'm not trying to ask you like what do you have right now. What is your asset? When you can bring that deep, ownership papers to you, something. You don't expect this loaner, you do something. If you own it, you make it. I would love to have a house just built from the bottom up for me. Like it's all about ownership. You need to own, you need to sustain, you need to have the ability to be able to do both. So because it's very important to have what we need to live in life. Being in the wilderness of North America, like we're not really welcomed, in some areas. But owning is something that's very, very important. So I just say jump on the bandwagon if it's something, some type of land available. We have houses here for a few $100s. Yeah, you got to fix them up. As you pay for a house, the more work you have to put into it. There are several houses that have pipes missing and shingles missing and stuff like that. But shoot, fix it up. Man, it only cost you $500. I would rather rant and rave and brag about something I only paid $500 for, even if it took the way I wanted to. But I bought a piece of land for $500. Not many people say that and really flip it to where they have it as something they want to live in. Because right now,
Detroit is a buyer's market. We see Black Wall Street a lot, and Detroit, given the conditions of what's going on in the city, a beautiful place to begin that building process and coming together. Giving your views on becoming a maker and the owner and having stuff that is solid. Can you share with the people a little bit of what you have going on business-wise and what you plan to implement in the very near future?
Okay, well, I'm actually working on with decided on a name yet. I just recently completed my business for that on how I'm going to be able to make money from it. But I've been creative all my life, and I've created first parties my children have had several people to a party, and I didn't even know what they meant by that until recently. And people are charging thousands of dollars for baby showers and for birthday parties and things where people get together, you know, like just a family reunion, for example, you know, dealing with t-shirts and treats and food. Like, it's all costing money. That's why to go to a family reunion, you have to pay a certain amount. I think it was like $125 the last time we went per person, and that covered our food, a t-shirt, and our banquet dinner. You know, it didn't include the price of the room, but I just remember that price specifically because I was like, $125 for the whole family? And my mama started laughing like, no, that's per person. So the whole science is like, we have to like entertain each other and, you know, pay for bands and pay for DJs and pay for this and pay for that. So I want to get into the whole business of that and just having my resources available. If they want to use my DJ, I have one. If they want to do this, I have that available and get packages together and just start selling them because I want to put my creativity to use and I didn't know I could get paid for it, you know, because now that I know that, I'm ready to launch this. So also I have Delicious Simplicities, which is my catering business. And I specialize in vegan and vegetarian foods. Came off of being a vegetarian. I plan on returning soon, but almost half a year since October of last year, I was living a vegetarian diet. I was born into a vegetarian diet, so I have plenty of experience with it, and it's something I really like to do and be creative in that. And all the guys can attest. In the herbs, I always bring a vegetarian dish to Parliament. I never have cooked meat and brought it, or I think the one time I did, I had a vegetarian. So for the majority, though, I've created vegetarian dishes because people that eat meat can eat vegetarian. So I've suitable, and I've created some, you know, from scratch. Like, and I have a whole bunch of my dad's recipes. As a matter of fact, he was a chef. He returned to the Essence in 1988. But I have the ability to be able to create things, and he broke down sugar into. So instead of creating dishes with sugar, he would create them with honey. So all the recipes I have of his use honey. Not all of them are vegan, but he has several ones that you can use, you know, with eggs or without eggs, and use this instead of eggs. And it's really kind of cool because, I mean, vegetarianism and veganism is going like way beyond what it was in the 80s when he was creating these dishes. So I think he would be pleased to know that I'm using them and utilizing them and making, you know, dishes and creating my own recipes, you know, through the process also. So I think he would be proud to see that I'm utilizing his recipes and making my own recipes and living out the culture, you know, the way he wanted me to, because I mean, like, again, we were vegetarians. He knew the harms of meat, and he talked about it. I have a nutrition cassette with him building on it, you know, where he's talking about the harm of animals, in particular the pig, and that's funny because that's what we don't eat in our culture. So the whole science is, you know, stop. It's really just what needs to process to finish. That name has been decided, Delicious Simplicities, and it is full-fledged, and I'm ready to launch. I think in the springtime I'm going to start delivering dinners and making dinners again. I used to do that for some time, but I got pregnant with my young earth, and I literally have not launched it since then, although I have still created things to different people that they requested, and so I'm pretty good at what I do. I'm just going to be honest. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but beat. So yeah, Delicious Simplicities, and then I also plan on doing a few other businesses. They haven't completely gone from knowledge to born, so I can't mention them at this moment. Just those two, because I have actually carried both of those out.
Indeed, and I can definitely attest and bear witness to the fact that the food is delicious. I'm addicted to Necessity's dishes. I can't get enough of them. So
thank you, Earth. I'm honored.
And thank you for all that you do. Before we part ways for the evening, I do have two more questions for you.
Okay, sure.
The first one is, what would you like to see more of from the gods and the earths alike in all across the wilderness in North America?
I would say I would like to see our that anybody who has siblings has had fights and has had dismay, and at the end of the day, you still love them. You know, you still care for them. You still care about their well-being. From somebody that we disagree with over something and be like, F them. You know, it should never be like that's the end of your relationship. There are several things that are definitely worthy of losing sisterhood and brotherhoods over, but not the petty stuff. Like, I just would love to see us come together in unity and really stick together and struggle through, you know, and sit down and just face each other and say, look, this is the issue I have with you. You know, like, can we resolve this as opposed to just, you know, turning our backs on each other? I think it's really a good time for us to be strong and united and stand together, you know, where, you know, I mean, bickering happens, things happen, like this is the type of stuff we've seen, and it's very, you know, normal, but at the same token, it's not enough to not ever speak to somebody about or to really wash your hands of them. There are a few things that I could say, honestly, I would be like, no, we good, but at the same time, like, what is a disagreement besides just you having a C and me having a C? Equality can be broken down into two understandings. You understand it your way, I understand it my way. We can both walk away with that, like having to fight over it. So I think I would just say for sure, I would just like for everybody to deal in equality and really think that families do have feuds, family do have issues, but together and still be family. At the end of the day, you know, I still consider this my family, you know, and I think that's what we're lacking a little bit of, and I would love to see that sisterhood and brotherhood amongst us really be strong as it was and can be.
Beautiful. And going in that direction, you know, like I said, we're getting ready to wrap it up. What would see herself after 10 years?
Okay, that's a good question. What I see for myself is to be an owner of a house soon. I am not completely sure I know this is kind of I have recently traveled to Denver, Colorado, and traveled to other places where I lie, and I honestly am open to moving outside of DMECCA, but where I own my own house, I want with that, I probably have two buildings that I'm responsible for. One that I make and keep, which is my house, and then my business. So I want to children. One thing I've had a strong delay with is like we name our babies these beautiful names, you know, and like what are we leaving them to make sure that they can sustain if they can't get a job as a law, if they can't get a job as Necesssity or Arabia, because that's crazy, you know, like who is gonna support our children, you know, like we don't know when we're all going to expire from the world. So I want it to be a bakery or something my babies can sustain or sell and still, you know, like everybody don't have life insurances on them. Everybody don't know how to live without their parents. Everybody's not aware of how to make it. So I'm all about, you know, making it, but we all can't fake it till we make it. Somebody has to have something to be able to leave and say, this is my gift to you. You know, like my children don't understand it now, but the moves I'm making is to them. You know, like I just put a son through high school without, you know, his father being 100% there. So I definitely know that it can be done, but at the same token, it's like we all have to make those sacrifices and make sure we know what's up, you know, make sure we extend a hand to a person who doesn't know any better. And so in the next 5 to 10 years, I see me being in my own house that I own and in my own business that I own. And those are the two things I plan on doing. I had several dreams of having a restaurant, so I know that's going to come into fruition. I also thought to have a food truck, you know, where I could, you know, just travel with my food and, you know, give out my delicious simplicities in any city I want to. You know, that way I could travel. I also plan to be through all 50 states in 50 years. So I'm 35 right now. And so that means that in 15 years, I need to go to about 24 different states. So with that being stated, I'm on the right track. I'm already going through half of the U.S. And I also want to travel abroad. I haven't got the opportunity to leave the country besides to go to Canada. And that's just because it's right across the street. Literally in DMECCA, we are connected to Canada. So I want to go to Africa. I want to go to Europe. I want to go to, Dalby. I want to go everywhere. I don't want any, things put on me as a restriction. I want to be able to just travel when I want to, which means financially I need to step my game up so I can take, weekends, long weekends, and go wherever I want to, or, take a month and go to here. Those are the type of things I see for myself for the next 5 to 10 years. Is I definitely want to be financially set. I want to retire by the time I'm 50 as well. It's not only going to 50 states, but I want to be able to kick back, sipping on mahi-mahis and just that's the way I see it, as far as my future goes. I don't know if the stars are aligned and the universe agrees, but that's the way I see it.
And the way you see it is the most important way to see it. So before we go, is there anything else you would like to share with our family? Any words of wisdom?
Sure. I want to say, even if you're not of the 5% of lost 5% nation, and you're not a part of the nation of God's and Earth, whichever one you refer to it as, if you're not a part of this culture, it's still okay to be proud of yourself and proud of your culture and your heritage. Not the way they're doing it in Virginia with the tiki torches or whatever, not like that. I mean, really being down for yourself and what you represent, because this is not for everybody, and this does not pertain to everybody. And when I first heard of Nation of Gods and Earth, I was much younger. I hadn't really came across the real 5%ers, but I had met a few in my short time at Cass Tech, and I was just like, I don't know about these cats, but actually embraced and met and was with, I can say I've definitely, love my culture, but at the same token, I can understand that this might not be for them, and this might not be for me in the near future. It's still just about doing what's good for you. I am a strong supporter of doing what is good for you and your cipher. And I will tell that to anybody. I will tell it to my children. I will tell it to myself in the mirror. It's an affirmation I think everybody needs to understand, is that doing what's best for you is what's best for you. And you don't really owe an explanation to anybody to have to explain yourself why you're doing something, why you're doing this or why you're doing that. Because like I said, I try my best not to be judgmental, because I don't know what type of state I'll be in. I can't judge a stripper. I'm not trying to be funny or nothing to get off track. But you don't know what her struggle is, what her problem is. She can't find a regular job. I'm not going to judge her for that. I don't know what I'll have to do in the future. I done had to scrub toilets before, but I did. And the whole science is like, we have to sometimes make those sacrifices, that you spoke about earlier, and do things that we don't want to do. But it's about what's good for you, what's good for your cipher. You don't owe anybody explanation if you have to break down and do something that is out the ordinary. Sometimes you have to drop out, get out the box. You have to, be that fish to jump off the pool. Like, sometimes you don't know what it'll lead you to. It might lead you to a better situation. Somebody might just come across you pushing that mop and be like, hey, man, you look kind of strong. You want to do this or you want to do that? But wait, have you ever thought about this? You just never know where to link you. So I'll just say, follow your heart. Do what's best for you, and everything else will fall into place.
Absolutely. And before we go on and wrap it up, can you drop the information one more time for the back to school giveaway?
Absolutely. It's going to be in, hold on. All right, so it's at the Lions Den, which is at address 11710 Woodward Avenue on August 23rd, which is Wednesday, at 2 o'clock p.m. And we're going to be giving away school supplies to elementary through high school. So if you have some children and need some assistance, we are certainly here to aid you. So that was our whole thing, was making sure that we had something for those who were less fortunate, those who couldn't get stuff. And it's just a pre-kit, it's kind of just to get you ready for the first few weeks until you can get all your school supplies. So it's definitely something that is worthy of coming to buy to get. will be there. The Living Earths will definitely be standing out in front of the school, weather permitting, giving out school supplies the same way we did 2 years ago.
Indeed. So it's definitely been an honor. You know, I got so much love for you, so much respect, and so much honor for you. And I want to thank you not only for coming on tonight's platform, but for being a major source of inspiration and motivation in my personal life and amongst my cipher. You are definitely a beautiful earth, and I will you all the best.
Excuse me.
Indeed.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. It's been an honor being in my position and having queens come under me, and I just love it. I'm definitely one for attention. In case anybody doesn't know, I'm a tourist, so I like to get attention, and it's a beautiful thing to be able to be respected highly for what I do, because I do a good job, I must admit.
Yes, you do. You do your duty.
Thanks, Earth. I'm seriously honored. Thank you for having me and bringing this forward. I never knew I would have a platform where I could speak to the masses, and this is a beautiful
every day, all day, whenever you need me, I'm always gonna be here. Of the DMECCA CIPHER, the true and living earth, Queen Necessity, most dutiful earth, has officially touched down on Get This Wisdom Live tonight. And I'm saying this is one of our most powerful episodes thus far. So thank you all for tuning in. Until next time. Actually, tomorrow. Don't forget to tune in. No, shoot, I'm ahead of myself. At 11 p.m. tonight, in a little under 2 hours, tune back in when we have our first episode of Building Up the Black Power Awards. We're going to speak upon the importance of the infrastructure to the Black community. So I'll see y'all in a couple hours. Peace, love, and Black power. Peace, sir.